Hello! I don't know about you, but I think the US government is shady as One of the shady things they may have done is not made clear to you the ways in which you have the power to hold them accountable for being shady. Let's talk about the Freedom of Information Act. Created in 1966 and signed into law by Lyndon B. Johnson, the Freedom of Information Act sought to rebuild trust in the government after particularly eroding events like, Watergate. It means you, as a citizen, not a law firm or an organization, an individual citizen, have the right to view and obtain copies of government records and public meetings. This is true on a federal level, and many states have their own laws. So how can you use this law? You can look up use of force policies, private prisons, you can look up the FBI records on writers or political activists. There is a whole host of things that you have access to that you could literally be looking at right now. All you have to do is send a request to the agency you want. Go to www.foia.gov and there's a whole listing on how to send requests, who to send requests to. It kind of varies by district and the agency specifically that you want, but it gives you individual people who you can contact, and there's no specific form. You just send an email request saying, these are the documents that I would like to view. This is my time frame. Always make a written request so that there is a record of your request. We'll get to why in just a moment. You can also use sites like Muckrock. Muckrock is a collaborative nonprofit that assists people who want to file requests. You can file your request through them publicly so that anybody else who goes to the website can follow your request, and you can all share the information together. Plus, that gives you more power than going in as an individual, which you may need because of what is shady. And by shady, I do mean typical. Although you literally have a right to this information, these agencies are notoriously slow in getting it to you. A Washington Post reporter had to wait 5 years for information. A woman's husband made a request and literally died before it was fulfilled. She inherited his request. They can also deny a request on the grounds of things like national security, protecting the information of an individual, especially if you're requesting information about someone who's still alive, or if it's part of an ongoing investigation. There's also something called the embarrassment exception, which is like when they would be embarrassed by showing you the thing, which frankly makes me feel like you should see it all the more. Possibly they will add fees, like if they have to make a lot of photocopies, you can ask for digital copies to avoid this, but they're not allowed to charge you for labor, and if they do, no, that's not okay. If they deny you, you can appeal the denial, and if they do it again, you can take them to court. Though even if they do give it to you, they've been known to give you redacted documents, like pages of fully black documents. Another thing you can do right now, though, is go to www.history-lab.org. There you can see the largest collection of declassified documents that is totally searchable, so you can look through all of that literally right now without even having to make a request. Now get out there and see what you can find.